Yes, it's versus time once again on Reviews on the Run. In this segment, 2 games shall enter the arena, but only one shall emerge victorious. And today,
it's the same game.
It's Lego Marvel Superheroes. It is the 3DS version versus the Vita version.
It's a terrible versus.
This is an excellent versus. I have a favorite, and I want to tell you why. Let's start.
So do I. The Vita is more fun to play.
Shut up and let's play
Okay,
along,
all right,
okay? We're trying to make TV.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Start with graphics.
Let's start
the
with
Vita graphics are better.
Vita better. Okay, let's move on to gameplay.
All right, it's exactly the same, but it's more fun to play on the Vita.
Why? Let's pause here for a moment in our speedy versus and tell why it's more fun.
Well, the wider screen on the Vita is a little more conducive for any of the touch gestures that you have to do on it than the second screen on the 3DS. And there's actually a little bit of functionality that's applied to the D-pad on the Vita that isn't on the 3DS. And, you know, frankly, it just looks more at home on the Vita. But now they're trying something different. They're trying to give you more bite-sized little levels with the level designs. It feels more like you've got a bunch of challenges, almost Tony Hawk-like. You've got a timer counting down. You have a set number of villains that you have to beat up. You have to find Stan Lee. And you get gold blocks for every one that you get, and you use that as currency to unlock all kinds of stuff. But that bite-sized level design and this sort of construction of the, no pun intended, of the challenges in this game make it compelling.
I also think they're really terrific at pacing these things, too, because you get a lot of small enemies, and then all of a sudden you're going toe-to-toe with Sandman in his biggest form, and he's pounding the ground, and it's interesting, and it's engaging, and it's lively, and it's filled with personality. 150-plus characters in this thing. I keep thinking I'm Legoed out, and then TT keeps proving me wrong.
Time for some heavy metal.
You're not in control of 2 characters at the same time. You basically call in favors from any one of the Marvel characters that appear throughout the game. And it's a lot of the top-notch characters that you could think of, you know, up to Black Widow, and you've got Iron Man, of course, and Spider-Man, and all the biggies. And then there are some nice surprises strewn all the way through, and you can unlock all kinds of stuff. But the game is different. You can actually fail a level.
That was the biggest shocker for me, because I've never seen the words level failed in a Lego game before. And some of these levels, I have to say, even with my awesome skills, which are awesome, I still failed a couple of these levels multiple times. Some of the touch-centric moves were, especially in the middle of battle, difficult to pull off on both fronts, not just on the 3DS, but on the Vita, too. And so sometimes I would be trying to lift Spider-Man up in the air, and it wouldn't just work when I needed it to work, and it gets a little frustrating. And you're losing hearts, and you're like, oh, no, I'm going to fail this level. I'm going to have to break all this stuff again.
And you have to start the whole level again.
All again.
But luckily, the levels are short, so you don't mind.
And they're kind of fun.
They are fun. Yeah, they're so destructive. This is the dream licensed property for Lego to jump into. It looks beautiful on the Vita, though. It really does. And the sound is amazing, too, on both of the games. There's a great orchestral score. Pretty much a tie, yeah.
Sound is a tie.
Yeah, visuals are better on the Vita.
Is this the worst versus we've ever done?
Well, it is. It's terrible, because it's exactly the same. It's not going to suck if you buy it on the 3DS. It's just better on the Vita. What are you going to give Lego Marvel Superheroes?
I like this. I'm picking the Vita version. I'm giving it an 8.
I'm going to give it an 8 as well. What are you going to give the 3DS version?
7.
7 for me as well.